Hey, good morning. Got you out in the garage with me. It's still cold outside, so I can't work in my normal outdoor work area. So what am I up to today? I have rattlesnakes that I'm still working on that I need for display for when I finally get my building put together, whenever that actually happens. It's going to happen. Anyways, I have skins that I still need to put. So, I want you guys to see how beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I have boards that I want to pin these out on, be able to put up on a wall, and probably will look something like this. Like I said, I'm in the garage, but I want to take my the skins and put them out. So eventually, the goal is when I have tours or talk to people, they'll be able to come up and touch and learn from them. There's a lot of people out there that are horrified of snakes, and there's so much beauty. There's so much education, and when you look in just like I said, look at the patterns. It's just fantastic. So anyways, I've got to figure out a way I want to display them. Some of them do have rattles still on it. And anyway, so it's just part of the work that I'm doing, and thought I'd bring you guys out here and hang out with me this morning. I don't know if I can talk and work. Like I said, I've got to pin these down, and it'll go up on something that's kind of like that, and so it'll be on the wall, and you'll be able to see and talk. And if you're an educator, you'll be able to explain things or however I'm going to work it out. So if you're new to me, you're like, it's happening. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I think I wanted to make a video, because really, like, gosh, so much has changed in a year from like what I am doing now and where I was and when I met some of you all to showing you that I have like rattlesnakes. I have actually, I think I've got 5 of them sitting here, and I've got 4 in the freezer that I've got to still figure out how I want to display, which is really exceptionally cool. It's a size comparison. I have the smallest I've ever found to the largest, and that's amazing. So I still freak everybody out. So I'm in the freezer. But so yeah, if you're new to me and you're like, what is she doing? What is she talking about? Well, I happen to live in an area in Arizona, out in the desert, that unfortunately I find snakes on the road. I find all kinds of things on the road. Like I said, I live way out, and so yeah, it happens, and I couldn't stand watching just them be laid on the side of the road, or someone just taking the rattle and leaving it. And so I would bring them home, and okay, I'm going to figure out what I'm doing. And it evolved quickly. Like I said, this went from last year I was working on a golf course getting verbally abused by a horrible boss, to now I am here and I'm starting to develop a nonprofit, and it's all about education towards animals and nature and everything, desert. And so this morning, I got a lot of work to do, and then yeah, it snowed. It snowed. Okay, I'm a lizard, y'all. I couldn't. I was cold. I've been frozen. So anyways, I'm out in the garage now because I need the space. Snakes take up a lot of space. So the one that I'm working on right now, I've got to pin that one down. I've got just some beautiful examples. And I wanted to show you guys, so that way, as we keep going on, I talk to everybody and say, if you want to come out, or if you want to bring class, or if you want to educate anyone or educate yourself, these are the kind of things I'm talking about that I have available. So I've got certain ones I've designated that I'll be able to touch, or you can touch, and then certain ones, of course, we'll just keep as display, or for all the education purposes. No, I do not sell any of this. No, I don't want anyone killing anything and sending it to me. No, I get plenty on my own out here. Something else I want to encourage all the young girls to do, if you are afraid of snakes, yeah, this was definitely a way I was able to overcome the fear of it. First time I encountered a dead snake, and it was a lot to getting to this point to where I have completely cleaned the snake, and then now I've got this beautiful skin, and I'm going to talk about it and display it to someone. So yeah, it is a big evolution. It was a big evolution, but I've learned a lot. But what I was going to say behind that is I've learned probably the most off of the ones that didn't go right, off of the ones that I did wrong or didn't have the right timing or whatever. So I don't want to put out there like, oh, all this stuff is perfect all the time. I hear that about Instagram all the time. People put only perfect stuff out there. Yeah, of course, I'm showing you this really pretty one. This is the one that I've decided that I want to put in like my museum. This is one of the best ones that I have. So yes, I'm showing you that. But I'm also going to show you the ones that where are they? I have a few of them out here that didn't do as well, or that became more crispy, or here like this one, like crispy. Didn't have, there's just a few things went wrong with it. So yeah, my suggestion in whatever is out there that you're like, I want to try that, but what but you might do it wrong. So do it wrong a little bit. I've learned a lot from the things that I've done wrong, to get me to this point. So season's getting ready to come up, and what I mean by season is as we warm back up, the snakes and the reptiles, everybody comes back out again. They don't really hibernate. Rattlesnakes don't hibernate. It's called brumation. It's more weather related. That's something that you should look up. Yeah, so just been doing a lot of work, a lot of how am I going to do a display. I know that a building somehow will come on my property. I just haven't figured all those components out yet. But you got to believe, you've got to have it in your brain and go, this is the steps I'm taking forward, and I'm making it happen. I've got maps of things, I've got it envisioned, and now I've got my displays, and so I will get there. So I hope I encourage you all to whatever it is that's inside of you that's like, I'm gonna do this. This is my thing. Go do it. Don't worry about everybody else. Just go and do it. So that's kind of where I'm at this point. I did look up something kind of neat that I saw. It's about the resonance of the earth. I try to educate myself as much as possible since we have these smartphones and I hear things and listen, but I live next to a mountain, and I'm always talking about that. I feel like it radiates something. So it's the Schumann resonance, I guess, if I'm saying that correctly, that I'm learning a little bit about. It's like the Earth's vibration that it puts off. Well, actually, that's sped up. And it's not a made up thing, it's sped up. So it is affecting us. There is something changing. And so if you're into that kind of thing or the vibes and stuff, yeah, something different. It's happening. And I think it's fascinating. So when people talk about they're feeling it or the awakening, or you're seeing things online and they've got these little charts and stuff, something's happening. So anyways, good morning, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. I do have to get back to work. So love the comments, love the questions. Talk to me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.